Hello, dear friends. There are more scientists every day who support the theory of a holographic simulation. Opinion piece: Holographic simulation, matrix hypothesis, cosmic pantomime, universal hologram, Earth is renewing itself, Julian Assange released, gold reserves on the rise, all changes are on the way, free energy in a Swiss village, Kenyan Parliament assaulted, human beings are being reborn, banks liquidate European bonds, France is on the brink of collapse, Malaysia and Thailand apply to join the BRICS, Spain grows 3 times faster than the eurozone. Let's start. The simulation hypothesis proposes that all existence is a fictitious reality, like a computer simulation. Proponents of this hypothesis often argue that anomalies or limitations in our perception of reality could be signs of simulation. This idea has been explored in several science fiction films, such as Matrix. The Matrix. Holographic simulation theory proposes that the universe we live in may be a two-dimensional projection that we perceive as three-dimensional. This idea is derived from the holographic universe hypothesis in theoretical physics, which suggests that all information contained in the volume of space can be represented as a hologram. Holographic simulation is a technique that allows generating three-dimensional images that appear to float in the air, creating an effect of depth and movement. It's an exciting concept that combines hologram technology with advanced simulations to create realistic, immersive, three-dimensional representations. A hologram is a three-dimensional image created by recording light interference patterns, allowing it to be viewed in 3 dimensions without the need for special glasses. The idea that we live in something like a general computer simulation was popularized by philosophers like Nick Bostrom. In his famous 2003 essay, he raised the possibility that advanced civilizations could create simulations so detailed that conscious beings would be unable to distinguish their world from the real world within those simulations. For his part, physicist Melvin Bobson from the University of Portsmouth suggests that the physical laws that govern our universe could actually be algorithms that execute a mathematical structure, which would imply that we live in a simulation. Other scientists, such as Max Tegmark and James Gates, have found clues that could support the idea that our universe is a simulation, such as the rigidity of mathematical laws or the presence of mistake-correcting codes in the equations. Economy. Gold reserves increasing due to geopolitical and financial tensions. The dollar, gold, and Bitcoin will experience a massive revaluation according to Kitco News. New BRICS golden token called UNIT. It is a decentralized asset-backed currency that offers the benefits of traditional money and digital assets. Malaysia and Thailand apply to join the BRICS, and Japan abandons treasury bonds. The BRICS offer an alternative without imposing their own points of view. They attract more and more countries. The proof is the double expansion of the group. Inflation forces consumers to reduce their food spending. According to David Wilcock, the world is going to change on a massive level as fiat currency approaches extinction level. The Fed would have been jacked by a group of hackers. The Fed would have been hacked by a group of hackers called Lockbit. The group claims to have extracted 33 terabytes of sensitive banking information. The Swiss town of Linden has almost free electricity. For more than 40 years, they have been living off a generator created by Paul Baumann. It consists of disks that rotate using electrostatic interaction forces. Comments. Puffin said, "The astonishing truth is that most funds are not as available now as the situation with the banks have taken an unforeseen turn, but it will definitely affect the results for everyone. There are a variety of financial balls in the air. Many things are being considered, with the damage of all to be the most incalculable. Keep that in mind, and can we hope that crap doesn't happen? In the meantime, take a look at everything you are tiring and rest assured that the efforts are clear. If we had easy access to the funds, those could be on most bankers' radar screen. All of the above elements are being considered. Transitions are happening. There are many who are changing their goals, and the ducks are not lining up to make a pivot right now. It doesn't mean it won't be soon. It is just it's not now. Knocking being closed behind closed doors won't do any good for anybody. Shift your attention to the issues that society needs to be more in tune with. Your freedoms are in crisis, and your problems are growing. Get the strength to do something important in your community. Europe. Julian Assange is released. He left the UK and returned to Australia this Monday after spending 1,901 days in the Belmarsh maximum security prison. It was possible after reaching an agreement with the US Attorney's Office in which he plans to admit his guilt. The number of company bankruptcies in Germany reaches the highest level in almost a decade. Closed the plant in Italy that produces fuselage from Boeing 787 airplanes. France is on the verge of economic collapse due to Macron's adventure. Companies and investors are worried about it. Ukraine seeks a massive bailout of its debt. The European Union begins formal accession talks with Ukraine. Russia banks internet access to 81 European media outlets. World banks liquidate European bonds with losses of $12 trillion. Africa. A crowd of protesters storms the Kenyan Parliament and sets part of the building on fire. Niger recovers a uranium deposit that was in the hands of a French company. Spain. 7 regions on alert for strong storms. PP and PSOE agree to renew the General Council of the Judiciary. Spain grows 3 times as much as the eurozone due to the unexpected boost in productivity and investment. The VAT reduction on food will end in January after a progressive recovery of the tax. VAT on basic foods will go from 0% to 2% in October and will return to 4%. Americas. AMLO doesn't want the immigration issue to be on Biden's or Trump's electoral agenda. London seeks to legitimize oil exploitation in the Malvinas. Bolivia summons the US charge the first for interference in international affairs in quotes. The promised time. According to Babaji, through Jan Castle, the earth is being renewed. The human being is being reborn. The wake-up call has been given. All the changes are underway. The current light and meteorological phenomena have two causes: the fact that the Earth renews itself and eliminates everything bad from itself, and the fact that the creators of bad weather are at work. This means that the shift and realignment of the planet is subject to both light and light-poor dynamics, and is caused by both light and dark forces. In the end, both poles contribute to the success of the ascension and the awakening of humanity. The forces that try by all means to keep humankind away from its natural longing for now emerging unity achieve exactly the opposite with their hasty and massive actions. Confronting humanity with negative events permanently always leads to people becoming resistant and rebellious. Faith is lost in institutions and people. Liberation and self-knowledge always require certain prerequisites, and these are present in all areas. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.